Welcome to Wellington's Y Zone, a podcast dedicated to curate weekly sports conversations, be your favorite sports hub for content and interview game changers within the community and the world. First episode of Wellington's Y Zone. Look, man, I'm not gonna lie, guys. It's the first intro I've done for Wellington's Y Zone. So if it's a little rusty, just bear with me. I'm still working through the cobwebs of this, man. It's been a crazy last couple of days getting into just the flow of a new show, a new cover art. Shout out to Jamal Sharp, by all means, what he did with the picture of it, just capturing the feel, everything he did, man. That photo shoot was incredible, and just how he captured the the football, the basketball, the field, the court, all that. It just was special. Chef's kiss. He did a phenomenal job with it, and I'm so excited to start this new era of Wellington's Y Zone, officially a new podcast era. And thank you to everybody that's been able to follow me in this journey for this new era. And I got a lot of topics to get into. NBA free agency, we obviously know that last time I talked to you guys, so much has transgressed, just passed, with the Thunder winning their title against the Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton, that was obviously such a big blow to see him like go out like that in Game 7. And I hate seeing Achilles injuries just have such an impact like that, where it's like something that takes out players in the most pivotal moments. We saw with Jason Tatum against the Knicks in the second round. We also see it with KD in 2019 against the Raptors, where many people have said like they were kind of egging him on to not play in the background and in the behind the scenes of that Warriors Raptors finals. And like, hey man, like you don't really need to play. You're not fully there yet. He still played. And towards Achilles. And it's such a brutal way to go out in a game where I think Halliburton he was on one to start off. 9 points early was really cooking, and the Thunder able to win. Um, KD going to the Rockets, I think that's just something that we have to admit is it's not, I'm not saying it's going to be what puts them over the top to be even better than the Thunder, because I still think they lost toughness and physicality with Dylan Brooks and, even Jalen Green with the athleticism aspect. But when you have something of a caliber of a player that Kevin Durant is, one of the greatest scorers, probably the greatest scorer to ever play the game of basketball, oh my goodness. Like we can't overlook what KD brings to the table. KD is can shoot and pull up from anywhere. How are you going to stop him? I saw him in the gym on social media in Chris Brinkley's gym, like literally the day after, and I was looking through all the things he was doing, and I was like, how do you stop this guy from scoring? Like, how can you do it? He's going to always elevate over you easily with the height, with the wingspan. It's done. You're not stopping him. And so I think that the Rockets, they have so much um so much firepower when it comes to a guy like Kevin Durant. But when we look at the West, okay, so he's still there. Obviously, I would say that the Warriors, if they get Giannis, they're going to be there. Because I'm just gonna say this: Giannis to the Warriors actually like really could happen. It really could. If for three-team trade, it gets delivered, and I know Giannis is probably like we're still waiting to see what he's gonna actually do because he's monitoring the Bucks. But I mean, like if Giannis goes to the Warriors, I mean that's a major threat. I mean, like how could they not be one? And then you look at what how Memphis has transgressed. Like they were at the 2 seed. I'm not Memphis wasn't at the 2 seed. They were at the 3 seed. So they were much higher, and then they like fall back. And I would say that the Lakers like are the Lakers really like a team that you're like, oh, they're title ready? Because they still are not a title like flourishing type of team. Yes, they have Luca and LeBron, but LeBron is about to approach the 23rd season of his career. Luca has to get in shape. He has to. So there's multiple things that have to be discussed and analyzed. So I'm gonna say with the Rockets that I definitely think they can be a significant contender. Minnesota, you still have to deal with Minnesota. KD didn't want he didn't want to team up with Ant, so he's got to deal opposition against him. And then the Nuggets always are going to be a perennial contender with Jokic and him continuing to be one of the best players in the league easily. So there's so much that goes around it, and I would say that these guys, the Rockets have to realize that it's not just KD being a great scorer. It's how can this team do functionally when they need another scorer. They need another guy to anchor the defense, to be that defensive anchor. Can Sengun step up? Can we see Fred VanVleet be a big time shot maker like he was back in 2019 with the Raptors? So that's definitely a big deal. Cooper Flagg, obviously number one pick, goes to the Dallas Mavericks for the NBA draft. I think with Cooper Flagg, he's going to be a very serviceable player. I said this in one of the Wellington's Wide Zone videos that I think that the Mavericks are going to be contenders, like very strong contenders. So I would say Kyrie, I know he's going to be out for probably for another year, and then Clay, he needs to get in better shooting form. But Anthony Davis is it can be an MVP candidate. He can be that guy. I know health is going to be an issue, but Anthony Davis is a monster when fully healthy. So, and that's the caveat, fully healthy. I know I'm putting a big caveat there, but on paper, if you remember that phrase, on paper from the old show, that's a really solid team. So I would say that the Mavericks, they got a really good deal there. And I don't know, getting to the next topic about LeBron, I don't know how LeBron is going to play out the rest of his career. I do think he's going to stay with the Lakers. Cleveland is always a team that you can look out for, but it does seem that like this is the team, even though he opted in and they're like, okay, like, well, what's going on? Like, is LeBron trying to send a message? I mean, there's new ownership, obviously, with the Lakers and what happened with the the buses no longer being in ownership. And I think that LeBron and Rich Paul, they know how to garner attention and let the league know that, hey, we still want you to know that LeBron can is one of the can drop one of the biggest chess pieces and be one of the biggest dominoes in terms of moving around skill because he still is LeBron James. I mean, he is a 40-year-old LeBron, but still is LeBron James. So him approaching his 23rd career and obviously not the same player, but still as good as any player you can have in terms of just physicality and talent and skill and agility, all those things. LeBron can do that exceptionally well. So I still think LeBron stays with the Lakers. I don't think there's a team that he's going to be able to go to where they can really like execute a trade that makes sense for both sides. So I would say that LeBron stays with the Lakers and getting to the second half, I'm gonna get to like some other free agency stuff that's happening, some like wild trades and requests that have been going on. But I want to get to Ace Bailey before we go to break. And Ace Bailey has been in the news heavily. He has been in the news heavily, and it's very interesting because he's the fifth pick for the Utah Jazz, and he had such a disdain for getting picked that high. Like he like not that high, but I mean for Utah because he's like he didn't want to be in Utah. But that's not the team he wanted to go to, and he looked like I said in my videos, like he looked like he just got the girl at the dance he didn't want to get. He was like Utah, like the Jazz. I got to go to the Utah Jazz. Like absolutely not. So he was just so rattled and so like unimpressed, displeased by it, and he does show up later, I think on Saturday for the team and going through all the meetings, all the things he has to go through. So in the time being, we knew he was going to be able to do it, but it obviously in the moment it looked very bad. His body language was off. He did not look like he was into it, and it was just like it shows you like like Draymond said, you have to be in the business of knowing that, hey, this is what happens. You still got a good deal. You're fifth pick in the draft. Now it's about being a professional, not showing off, not garnering too much attention because you're not him. You're not the number one pick, but you have to earn respect in the league. And that's what a lot of rookies don't do. A lot of times they just try to like rush it up. This generation's rookies try to rush it, rush and gun, and it's like you got to pay your dues. You got to go through it like everybody else went through it. So I definitely think that that's something that's going to be interesting to watch how Ace Bailey develops into maturity in the league. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.